Yeah, let's go ahead and spin the wheel here, see what it's going to give us. Alright, last one standing. That's a good one. So with this, I do it a little bit differently. We take whoever is the farthest away from Jason initially, and they're the one that survives. So I'm no longer able to just pick Chrissy. I have to kind of let the game decide. Unfortunately with this, in the most common seeds, Laura is the one that's farthest away. So I think I've ended up having to pick Laura on this twice, which is gross. Yeah, I could see that seems to be the only thing that could get you through Resurrection and Rob Zombie 2. That Halloween movie is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was just absolute garbage. The only redeeming thing about that was Annie's death scene. I thought that was really well done, and then when Lee finds her. Yeah, Ends was just, I say this all the time, but it should have been a passing of the torch to Allison. And instead, it was not. Oh, if Chrissy's the closest, she's gotta go. Otherwise, we're just gonna let him kill everyone but one person. Well, I guess we can just get started on doing our stuff here until he shows up and we know where he is. That could be good. Good for Chrissy. Let's see, so Laura was there, Chrissy was farther. So Laura's definitely gonna get it, Debbie's gonna get it, Paul, oh. Mark's toast, George, Trying to measure this here. That's how far away Paul was. Nope, Chrissy's farther based on my little hand measurement here. Paul was there, so let's do another check here. Paul here. Grind that up. Yeah, Chrissy's farther away. So we actually get to stick with Chrissy here. That's awesome. So we're just gonna let him kill everybody else. Yeah, there were so many issues with RZ2. Hey Remy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. And we might have some company here. Hey sweetie, you want to come say hi? You want your surprise? Okay, here's your surprise. I made it's your favorite.
Goo goo gaga.
My youngest daughter absolutely hates Baby Saja from K-pop Demon Hunters, so I made that channel point redemption. Is she upset? Okay. Hey Viowar, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday night. Ooh, was that good? Did you like that surprise? No, you didn't like that surprise? Here, how about this surprise? I've got a different one that you might actually like. Where is it? Right here.
The leather has betrayed us. What is that?
That's Zoe saying the leather has betrayed us when they went down the slide. Are you going to bed now?
No.
Yep. All right, can you say goodnight?
No.
Love you, baby.
Love you.
You sleep good. Sorry, this is my my 8-year-old is down here saying goodnight. Would you like to say goodnight too?
What's this?
Night, everyone.
My wife also says goodnight. What is that?
This.
You and your sister got me those.
Oh? No.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, usually we try to do every Wednesday night around this time if the schedule allows, and then sometimes on weekends also, depending on when schedule allows with the kids. You should go to bed, baby.
Playing?
This is Friday the 13th. That's Chrissy. That's what I wanted to name you, as Chrissy, after her.
We're your best friend.
Yes, that's right. You should go to bed, sweetie. It's getting late.
But it's not lie.
What?
Zelda and Lorelai.
Zelda and Lorelai are right there. They say goodnight.
Night-night! Bye-bye, everybody.
Right. Love you, sweetie.
Love your child.
You sleep good. Give Shadow a big hug.
Bye-bye!
Shadow's her stuffed cat. Hey Vegas, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, my wife loves Kirby. So many good games on the NES. Alright, so what were we doing? Did I read the note? So I've been planning that Baby Saja channel point redeem for a while, and I finally got around to making it today. Good old Spike. Also, I'm also a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love that show. There's a couple redeems from that on here. So this is very nice that we're actually allowed to use Chrissy here. It's not often that that this challenge is set up in a way where I can use someone useful. So we're gonna get our torch, and then we're gonna kill off everybody else. We're gonna let Debbie keep getting it. We'll swap to Noodles. We call Laura Noodles because she has an absolutely horrendous throwing arm. It's kind of... I should have picked someone closer to the cave, so I could have just dropped him into the abyss. Oh, I guess this'll work. Yeah, navigating the large cabins, it's just kind of... it's completely stuck in my brain. Like, I used to, when I was a kid, I thought you had to light all 7 large cabins to get the torch. So I spent so many extra hours getting that torch and getting the flashlight. I'm like, what's the point of lighting all the fireplaces? You get the flashlight and the torch. Didn't realize that they were completely separate. You just happened to be able to get them on at the same time. So that was fun. Come on. Paul barely missed this one. He was almost the furthest away. Yeah, Mark just had... he went a little bit of splat. Yeah, I never even, like, really used the flashlight. I just went straight to the spot and boom, done. Actually, we're gonna let him attack the kids here. Because I want to get the sweater on day 2. I mean, technically that would be more for the final girl, but in this case, Chrissy is the final girl, so why don't we go get the sweater? Yeah, Paul was not very on there. Oh, welcome in, Retro Nook. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Alright, now this will be a fight to the death because it's just Jason and Chrissy, the way it should be. Two, three, four. 32 hits. At least day 1's cabin fights are a lot faster than day 2 and 3. I should hopefully, well, I had that one stream, I think it was a couple weeks ago, where I just completely forgot how to do day 3 Pamela. I remembered the 2, 3, 2, 1, but I couldn't remember I wasn't keeping my distance properly, and she kept swooping on my head. Hey, okay, he went too far into the corner, that's cheating. Oh, gotta love all the ads. Yeah, getting the torch it's such a game changer. Like, once you have it, it's so much easier. You can just basically mash in Jason's face if you want to. You can't, the machete can kind of do that. The axe, I always had trouble finding the axe unless I did Pamela day one. That is a terrible place for a vitamin. Let's try this again. That's better. Don't even know why I need a vitamin here. We've got, oh, 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third swoop will be a double. Then it's all singles until... Then it's 7 more until she does another double. And then it's every 7 after that. Should be careful jumping here because we don't want to end up downgrading to a knife. Says as he jumps. Let's see if I don't... Actually, no, where did Chrissy start? This is going to end up being a day 3. We're going to end up doing all of day 3 in a cabin fight at the lake. Yeah, the axe it's pretty useful at 2 hits per bar. The machete, well, I usually got the machete through 60 hits. Am I in the wrong? No, he was by the cave before. There we go. I've got the sweater, Jason. You might as well not even try. There's no point in trying to do anything. I have the sweater. I've got a torch. I might be able to catch him here. I think I can cut him off before he gets to the kids. Yes! Easy. There we go. 1 for 1 tonight. Yeah, that's the one disadvantage to the torch. If you miss your shot, you gotta wait for it to burn out on the ground. And that's just never good. Alright, number 2. No moving left. Last time I got this one, I failed it. Because I tried to turn left to avoid a zombie I was jumping over. And then I bumped left when I was doing something else. Because I get 2 shots at these, and then it's a fail. If I fail this one again, I'm gonna have to bump it up to yellow difficulty. Yeah, you don't see that very much with like day 1 cabin and day 2 and 3 not cabin. I mean, technically here I can, it's just no moving left on the overworld map, but I try to just avoid moving left everywhere. This is not a good place to start. We're gonna be running all over the place. No, I almost turned around to kill that zombie. I want to get my 3 kills. The problem here too is, are you gonna get a knife spawn in front of you? Or is it gonna be behind? Alright, here. Who's he attacking? Alright. Yeah, anything to get extra quarters. I mean, I'm so worried about bumping left in a cabin, even though I don't need to be. I could have used that key, though. That key would have been really useful. That vitamin would have been nice. Now, instead of just going left and boom, right there, we have to run all the way around here. All the way. Missed the vitamin again. Okay, that's not the right one. There, I will be running by that key again, though, here. Collecting vitamins could be very useful, because I keep jumping into zombies. Alright, that's outside. That's the outer loop. There we go, vitamin. I hit left. There's one fail. That's the problem, like, just on reflex. You're like, oh, Jason's coming up. I'm gonna move back, go to the middle of the screen. This challenge definitely does not seem like it should be a green. It should be a lot higher. Debbie, why, Chrissy? I mean, I guess Mark isn't in a terrible location. So I guess we're gonna have to use Mark for this one. Oh, I didn't know game rentals weren't legal for a while. Hey, Brawley, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We are getting smoked by no turning left again. Well, no moving left. No, I need the vitamin to appear. There we go. Get another vitamin over here, too. No, I need it in front of me. In front. Jerks. Everything's appearing behind me. Okay, good. Let's say I've got to start moving really slowly to the side if I want to be able to get my prize. All right, let's go here. It's Paul. I get why they did that, but that still seems like kind of scummy behavior where like you can't rent games and then you make them really difficult to try to force more sales. All right, I need the key. There we go. I think I've figured out a nice way to handle these, to handle item spawns there. I love that line so much. If it wasn't obvious, my youngest and I are very big K-pop Demon Hunters fans. Which is the whole reason I put that Baby Saja clip in there. Just to get her reaction. I was legitimately worried that she was actually upset. Because she just ran out of the room to the other part of the basement, but then when my wife went over to find her, she tried to scare her. So all was well. Suppose we can go to the next house and stop again. Who is it this time? Chrissy. Yeah, that's why I liked that we had a rental store by us that did week-long rentals, and I loved that. Made it so much easier to, like, that's how I initially played through Final Fantasy VII, was I just rented it from that guy. Oh boy, it's nighttime. Don't want to have a wolf appear here. I said I don't want the wolf to appear. Give me my key. Alright. Where's my up path? There we go. Up, up, down, up. Oh man, the vitamin's behind me again. This is fine. We're gonna get the torch. I gotta remember I cannot buddy crow this. We're just gonna have to go, and Jason's gonna appear. Oh, so close. I was like a half a second from him being blocked by that zombie. Yeah, it's like a rental punch card. Those places were always awesome. That's right, have to navigate all this without... I mean, I can press left here. It's really only the overworld, but I choose to try to do it otherwise. It just feels so unnatural to dodge left, to dodge right. Okay, so where was he before? He was in the cave loop, so he's going to the forest. Which would mean I'd need to go left, but I can't go left. Well, I guess now we're just gonna do the world tour here. Ooh, a vitamin on the path. Okay, so 3 more small cabins. I hope I don't jump into a knife. It was hard enough to get this torch. Okay, I must have picked up that vitamin. Okay, it's not this one, it's the next one. There it is. Alright, Debbie, you're safe. Yeah, like, when we take our kids to an arcade, they're just interested in the games that you get tickets for. Like, you spend $50 and you get a 5-cent toy. Like, that's the kind of thing they like to do. Now, unfortunately, with where Jason is here, I mean, maybe he attacks someone again in one of the other cabins and I have to I can run around, but this is one of the few areas on the map where he moves to the left. So I can't just hold right or stand still and wait for a little bit. This might be crazy enough to work. I'm gonna go around here, cut across the lake, and then run this way, and hope that maybe I can catch Jason over here on the path. Still probably not a great idea given the fact that my health is really low. Oh no! I almost turned around to get that vitamin. And I jumped over that one. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so we've got to do a world tour now. He's halfway across the camp. I'm gonna have to use a vitamin from jumping into something. Actually, no, I think we got time now. Okay, low crow, that's good. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, there's plenty of time here. And this is our fight to the death. We made it. Hey Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, the overworld music, I feel it can get kind of repetitive to me, but the cabin music I can listen to forever. I love this track. Let's see if I can finish the day out and get Mark a full heal. while dodging right. Alright, day one, done. Yeah, it was like, we used to go up, they had a car ferry that went across Lake Michigan that we went to when I was younger. And my parents would give me money for the arcade they had on the ship, and I would spend all the money they gave me on either the Simpsons arcade game or Final Fight. Maybe off-road if I was feeling like something racing. This actually isn't too bad here. Why did you put the vitamin behind me again? Why? I want the vitamins. I almost turned her. Oh, that's bad. Wait, what? There we go. Follow him. Oh, I had to use a vitamin. Okay, that's good though. As far as I can tell, we didn't go left here at all. Hey Tommy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah, the Turtles arcade game was another one. Actually, we have the Simpsons arcade 1-up cabinet in the other room down here, and I have a YouTube guide to get the mod that lets you get the Turtles arcade game on there too. And I need to get that set up because that would be awesome to have. Why? Put the vitamins in front of me. Okay. Jason's going through the woods. This is actually a really good setup here. I've got extra vitamins. I can just stand here. I mean, I guess Mark's terrible throwing arm almost cost me there. Because if I went to the right, we were in trouble. I think I've still got enough. Actually, let's just go here. Just to be safe, instead of doing a path fight and risking dying, because Mark has a terrible throwing arm, we're gonna take this... Oh, there's still one more battle. There's still one more battle. This is bad. I mean, if Mark dies, I can still finish it with someone else. This is so weird, using right dodges. 2. I feel like I'm moving a little bit to the right also, and if I do that too much, I can't... Well, yeah, I don't want to hit left to go back. I feel like I'm definitely moving a little bit to the right here. So we gotta finish this before I end up stuck in that corner. Stop inching over, Mark. What's your problem? Yeah, anything to get rid of the taste of Halloween Ends. That movie was absolute garbage. Yeah, Mark he's got way too much of a noodle arm. It's unfortunate that the seed setup didn't let me pick Chrissy. The game just didn't want me to have someone that was useful. Uh-oh. There we go! So, finally! The last 3 attempts of this challenge that I've had have failed because I've bumped left, or I've tried to react to something and went left. So hey, 2 for 2. That's actually pretty surprising here. And we can't repeat a challenge if one of the ones we've already done shows up. We re-roll. Thanks for the GG's, Brawley. Oh, that's good water. Alright, here we go. What's next? That's no map! That is the second legitimate no map! I mean, Deadeye is a really fun challenge too, but that is no map. You did, Viowar. That was... I don't know why no moving left has been such an issue for me lately. Yeah, I think... Oh, thanks for the GG's Dimension X, Snake. Yeah, I think I might have to bump that one up to a yellow. Or heck, just given how often I fail it, that might be a red. It's not that the gameplay itself is difficult, it's just that I keep hitting left when I'm trying to get out of the way of something. Thanks for the GG's, Retro Nook. So with no map, basically, I restart. We look down. Crap. Is this Chrissy or is this George? Or am I way off? Chrissy? Buckets! Alright, we're good. Wait, I'm sitting there running to the right. I can turn left now. I can go to the left, we're fine. We still don't know where Jason is, which can be problematic. If you get that first buzzer after about 16 or 17 seconds, like that, you know he's likely in the top left cave cabin. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could go to a cabin, I could just kind of cycle through the counselors one at a time until I find out who he's attacking. Like, move to the right one, look in that cabin, see if he's attacking them. If it's not, look down. I guess that would be a good way to do it. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, it was George. Perfect. Why am I dodging to the right? That was really... I mean, dodging to the right is just fine. Left dodges are how I've always done it in this game. Alright, so we're gotta go back to the map. Right, so I'm going to assume that George was by the cave there. So we're just gonna hang out right here. I don't know how far, which cabin. I'm assuming that was the top right cabin. I guess maybe we can go over here a little bit, see if we can catch him on the path fights right here. Yeah, we don't want that. It's possible I ran by him. But if he was in the top right cabin of the cave loop, he should be coming back through here. I almost looked at the map. I almost pressed start and went to the map. Almost did it out of habit. Aha! So he was just taking his sweet time. My brain is trying to mix this one up with no cabin. So it's saying, hey, you can't go in this cabin right now. Oh, you can't go wrong with Tony Todd. That's always a good decision. It's like Sam Adams. Alright, instead of going in the cabin there and looking for him, we're just gonna hang out right here. What? He's not dead? Okay, there we go. Alright, we know he's heading to the kids. I almost looked at the map again. Almost did it again there. This is the wrong direction. Wait, no, this is right. We're fine. Oh, I missed him, though. I was trying to get to that dock before and to get a path fight here. So we know he goes to the forest route next. Why are you dodging to the right? Never dodge to the right. I gotta get back to the muscle memory on left. Left also doesn't make me start scooching towards the corner. Alright. I'm sitting there, my brain's like, you can't move left. These challenges are all starting to get... It's like the Friday the 13th version of Seed Bleed, when you're doing a bunch of randomizers. That's right, he's on the forest route. So he goes this way. Now we're gonna finish day 2 in the forest. That's right, Jason, I know exactly where you're going. I mean, Jason does follow the same route. Learning that... Well, I didn't know that as a kid. I learned that when I started speedrunning this game. And that's kind of what made me think, okay, if I didn't know that, what else didn't I know? And that made me want to learn everything there is to know about this game. And now we wait right about here. And day 2. I love this category so much. And the wheel never picks it. Alright, so now he's in the South Forest. Oh wait, no, okay, I know where I am. Never mind. That was the North Forest I just went into. No, I don't know if I can beat him out here, though. Oh, well, that actually works really well. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, that worked out really nicely. Because now I can just follow him down the path here. My hands went to the right dodge again. I don't... How did one no turning left, like, completely destroy 30 years of muscle memory? Well, more than 30 years. More like 35. That shouldn't happen. Here I'm watching for Jason to leave the corners. When he leaves the corner, that's when I start my dodges. And once you get the timing down, you can just sit there. Especially on day 3, you can do that all day long. It's wonderful. So now we hang out here, and we're just gonna keep running to the left. Or the right. He goes into the cabins there. We don't want to do cabin fights. We want to do path fights. So we're going to stop here between these 2 trees. And there we go. 3 for 3. This is going really nicely. Hey, Gunslinger, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We are 3 for 3 so far, and it's only 40 minutes in. All right, next challenge. Let's keep it going. Thanks for the GGs, Brawley. I spoke too soon. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. I spoke too soon. Oh, we had... what was it? We had no moving left, last one standing, no map, and now it's Immortal. So it looks like this will be our last challenge for the night. I mean, even... Oh... How do I want to play this? Like, I could do the fight to the death version, because I did a speedrun of that, and I had it 39 minutes and 31 seconds, so I could do that. Or I could do the old-fashioned way, where we try to keep everybody alive, and we just run around chasing him all over the map. Alright, we're gonna make sure Mark has a key and a knife. You want the speedrun? Alright, we can do the speedrun. So first thing we'll do then, we've already got Mark here. We'll grab the torch for Mark right away. That way if I end up downgrading with Chrissy, it's not that big of a deal. That's not Chrissy. So if we're gonna kill everyone else, let's just let Jason do his thing with that counselor. Gotta try to pick up as many knives as possible. Because I don't want to end up in an Immortal battle, downgrade to a knife, and then end up sitting there for about 3 days. So I guess if I downgraded, I'd probably just let that counselor die and then swap to the other one. Alright, Mark's got his torch. Okay, good, that wasn't Chrissy. Alright, so let's start collecting knives. While these other people are dying, we'll grab knives and vitamins. There is a vitamin over here. Yep, if it allows me to get the sweater, I'm definitely gonna grab it. But just based on the layout, like, sometimes the sweater isn't really viable to get. I do have to remember that I can let Jason kill a batch of kids. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, this is fine. This isn't a fight to the death yet. I think I grabbed that that knife over there. So let's get this one. I'm just picking up every knife I would normally run into when I'm following Jason around. Though with this, we tend to stick to places we know he's gonna be. Hey Thumper, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Well, thank you, Dimension X. This is definitely my go-to. Oh, he's gonna be hitting the kids soon. This is fine. We're just gonna take a nice leisurely stroll here, grab the other vitamin. I said grab the other vitamin. How is he not attacking the kids yet? Where is he? There he is. Things are going well. Hope they are there too. Alright, so we're gonna kick Jason out here. Why? That high crow can be such a problem. Hey Biceps, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Alright, we're not quite ready to immortal him yet. I feel like I'm missing a couple knives. Because the problem is, if you have a knife that appears when you're in a fight to the death, You basically just gotta stand there and mash. Alright, now who is he attacking? That's not gonna help me find out who he's attacking. If it was Freddy disguised as a kid, that would be very interesting. Okay, got this knife. I mean, they do have Freddy vs. Jason, which was a great ROM hack. There's not an official randomizer, but the game itself is kind of like a randomizer. It's just so much of it. Well, I guess I'm trying to think of what you could actually change. Because, like, so much of it is already... So, like, you could change the zones items appear in, I guess. Like, who's he attacking? Okay, good. It's not Mark. It's Debbie. Will you hurry up, Laura? Ooh, Saturday off. That's nice. It's always good to have those extra days. Mercy. Is there a knife around here? There is! Excellent! What about in here? Knife? Good, good, good. Okay, so George managed to pick up a knife. If you pick up an item with any counselor, you can't get that item again. Like, it's gone for everybody. No, I shouldn't have done that. I didn't want him to run off. I wanted him to kill me. It's fine. That's kind of how they did it in some of the other ROM hacks. Like, if you killed him, if you got the kill with one person, I mean, if you pick up the item with one person, it gets shared with everybody. Oh boy, that was really almost terrible. Because this is a fight to the death now, and if I was a little bit farther off and I couldn't get into that cabin, I wouldn't be able to make him immortal. I need to be able to get to that cabin over there as Jason's flickering before he officially dies to make him immortal. So I have to be really careful about being too far away when he dies. There we go. Unfortunately, now Chrissy's health is not great. Wait, where is he? Okay, good. Caught up to him. So now we have 256 hits. So you're going to be hearing this music all the time. Hopefully I will not have to use many vitamins here. Closing Friday sucks, but I'm guessing it's a little better when you've got all day Saturday off. So this... Actually, this is fine. As long as I don't run into him on a path, we can let him... He's gonna end up killing one at least, or even maybe two batches of kids, because we can't go into cabin fights anymore. Well, I guess technically, once he's made immortal, I could go into a cabin and do a cabin fight there, but why would you want to do 256 bars in a cabin fight? I can hear my oldest giggling up above me. Hey Jet, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. This is still day one. We have Immortal right now. Because the wheel always gives us Immortal for some reason. And I checked, there's no weightings or anything behind the wheel. It's everything on the wheel is supposed to have equal chances to get picked. But I just got my second no map from the wheel ever. And this is like Immortal number 20. Should not have done that fourth one. Lucky. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to get in an extra hit here. Like, I'm being way too aggressive. Not putting as much space between him and me as I should. Just because I know this takes so long. Yeah, we don't mind if Laura gets it. That's a good thing in my book. Hey, Jason, back off. I need to hit you with torches. Alright, that was a 5 pass. That was a really nice one. Not on this one. With Immortal, with everyone else being dead, there's really not a lot of options you'd have for day 2 that would be viable. Because it's a speedrun style Immortal. Yikes, that was bad. So a lot of the other challenges that could come up wouldn't really work with only 2 counselors left alive. Okay, still got 5 vitamins, this is fine. I don't know why, but day 1, like, usually once I get into the fight for for path fights, I don't have any issues except for day 1. For some reason, day 1 path fights give me more trouble than day 2 or 3. It's probably because I practiced day 2 and 3 so much that I'm so used to what Jason does. In day 1, I was just like, oh, I can do this this isn't a problem. Whoops. Okay, he got a little bit close there. No idea what his health is. And if I have time, I could go running around the... Why am I doing that? I could go running around the forest trying to recover some of these lost vitamins. I am also, I know I'm being way too aggressive with this. But I want to get this day over with. Like, there probably shouldn't have done that 4th hit. He's being way too aggressive, running way too close. Like there, jumped before he was in his throwing, he was locked in his throwing animation. Should not have done the 4th there. Chrissy might just end up completely dead here, and then we'll just be down to Mark. And that would be sad. Because it's a lot harder to do this well, I guess on day 1, it's a lot better with Chrissy. But on day 2 and 3, you're not getting as many hits a pass, so Mark's terrible throwing arm isn't going to be as bad. Okay, you can die already. That's the wrong direction. Come on, Jason, she's hanging on by a thread. Let's get the full health, I'm missing a lot of shots by airmailing these torches. Seem to be in a little more of a groove right now. This has to be close to 256. He says, hopefully. That was close, almost landed on that axe. I mean, one plus with the non-speedrun method, when you're following him around in cabins, you can kind of count how many battles you have. There we go, finally. Yeah, oh, hey, Prodigious, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Sorry if I missed anything there. I wasn't looking away from Jason because I kept getting my butt kicked. Hey Pops, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, thank you. I agree. Hit that like button. It is definitely free. And that helps YouTube push the stuff out to more people. Laura is definitely expendable. She is absolutely useless. We hate her. Where was that fight? I guess it doesn't really matter. Because we're gonna let Jason finish this batch of kids. Actually, why didn't I think of doing it this way before? We're gonna get him Immortal here, and then we're gonna let him go get the kids, and while he's doing that, we're gonna go and get Pamela. We're gonna get our sweater, and then I might just end up coming back here and waiting for him again. Well, actually, at that point, I can find him anywhere. Because he's already going to be immortal. I was going to say, am I on the wrong side of the lake or something? He'll always come up from the left side. Hey, Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the jump scare. There we go, finally. 1, 2. Gonna try to count this one. It's only 32 hits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, too aggressive, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28. Oh crap! I forgot about that. No sweater this time. Nope. That's why I didn't do that. When I questioned, I was like, "Oh, why was I not doing this before?" I would have had to stay in the lake and wait for him to attack the kids. Actually, yeah, that could have worked if I wasn't an idiot. Yeah, I would have had to wait for him to attack the kids so he'd be off of the map here, and then I could have went back and got the sweater.
Bad day. Bad.
That is definitely right, Buffy. It is a bad day now. It's basically a I like the term, a batch of kids. I'd like to have the extra armor of the sweater here, but we screwed that up. This is fine though, I still have 2 counselors' worth. As long as Chrissy can survive this, we're fine. Then I'll have both Mark and Chrissy to use. And we can just run to the opposite side of the... Oh boy, a backup. That's not a good start. That's not good either. This is falling apart really quickly because of that one really bad overlook. That is one nice thing about the speedrun version of this, though. It's so much more dangerous. Like the other one, I've got all the counselors alive. I'm just running around chasing Jason on the map. There's no real danger to that. This, there's lots of danger. So let's see, day 3, he's gonna hit the kids. I guess while he's doing that, I could try to run into the forest and grab a couple more vitamins. And hope I don't get myself completely lost. Let's see, what time did we start this battle? Maybe 8:40? Trying to remember how long each of these fights takes. Day 1 is a lot quicker because you can sometimes get 4 or 5 hits a pass. Day 2 you can generally get 2 to 3, and day 1 is if I had the sweater, that's right. When I had the sweater on other ones of these, I would just sit there and mash like 60 hits. On day 3. Now I'm gonna have to do all these jumps 288 times. And you're not getting a hit every pass either. And there is one pattern where where if you can get enough distance, you've got a very tight window to hit him twice. That was not smart. Again, I'm seeing how long this day has been so far, and I just want to get it done. So I'm being way more aggressive than I should. I should be doing 2 hits unless I'm 100% sure I've got enough distance to get that third hit in. But instead, like there, he was basically in my face. Like there, no problem. The harder part with day 2 also is that with him moving slower, you have to remember not to move too quickly, because if you start trying to jump to move over his head before he's stuck in his throwing animation, he'll back up and you'll land on top of him. So that's kind of what you're watching out for when you're doing hitless path fights like this. You want to jump straight up in the air in the corner, and then once he starts his attack animation, that's when you go over his head. Because the game won't let him move backwards, he'll be stuck in place. So that's what I'm watching for in the corner. Okay, this is ridiculous, Jason. I want to hit you with torches. Give me room. Clearly my oldest daughter's having fun talking to someone on the phone, because she just started laughing really loud, and hopefully she didn't wake up the youngest. That was close. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this battle's been going for maybe 5 or 6 minutes now. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the speedrun splits to see how long day 2 was. Yeah, Jason's jacket has to have some kind of special fire-resistant thing. Or he's got like a fireproof ring or something like that. Otherwise, can you imagine the smell? Like the burnt hair and everything like that? The burning skin. All things other than that double hit I took on that missed jump earlier, this has been... Who needs the sweater, apparently? It's not something I should have said. Hey Grizz, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Come on, Jason. Let's end this day. Big jumps. I feel like it's gotta be getting closer now. I mean, I could go get the pitchfork, but that seems like a really big risk. Because the pitchfork isn't going to do much extra for me. It's not like it's going to help me get in extra hits. Hey, Bunny, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, there are some patterns where he goes a little bit ballistic, but he's always throwing and moving towards you. Like, he's always trying to hunt you down, but little does he know, we're actually the hunter. He's the hunted. He don't hear no bell. Hey, give me some room, Jason, here. Yeah, that whole scenario is why I got Mark his torch beforehand. Like, I'm pretty sure I picked up all the knives in the common locations that I'd be doing a path fight. I mean, I can... Oh, phew, I was gonna take a shot there. That actually worked. That was pretty good. Only took 2 hits, I think. On an entire day 2 Immortal. That is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I'll actually have to make him immortal here so you can see firsthand how that works. So he's gonna be attacking the kids. And you can't make him immortal inside a cabin. I don't even know how many vitamins she has left. Let's... Oh, 4 vitamins? Okay, we're fine. So basically, to make Jason immortal, when you've killed him, he'll have that little brief window where he flashes on the screen before he dies. And if you leave the screen while he's flashing like that, it underflows his health. And instead of having 32 bars of health, it revives him with 256. And that's what the Immortal challenge is. We have to make him immortal once a day. So we're just waiting for him to kill these kids. So we'll have 30... Actually, I want to get a little bit over here. There we go. Perfect. 2... 3... This is the long one. 4... 5... I didn't think I had 4 vitamins left. I thought I used a lot more than that on day 1. And I've already lost count. That's fine. Most of our hits, most of the time when we hit them, it's right in the middle of the screen. I should not have been that aggressive. We're gonna bust him out of his meme pattern. You want him to back away and throw the axe. That's what the goal is, to keep him in that pattern. If he doesn't, and he's following you, you just jump towards him like that. And that'll should hopefully force him to throw an axe. And if he throws an axe, then you can just kind of go back into it. It's hard to explain exactly what I'm watching for here as I go. But he'll go back into one of those other patterns soon enough. Unless I could keep him manipulated properly into this for every hit, that would be awesome. Ooh, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. I was always more partial to any Nightmare movie that had, Nancy. But 4 was definitely a good one. Like there, we just kind of jumped and stood still so he'd back off. Alright, will you do the flash and die already? There we leave and we come back, and now we've got 255 more. See, this started at 8:51. Yeah, we're gearing up for Halloween with the Halloween verse. I don't know if there's, I don't think there's any like big group Halloween event on with the parody accounts this year, but we used to go all out. It was so much fun, but it was a ton of work too. To tell a coordinated story on Twitter between parody accounts. Smack. So yeah, this is probably going to be like a 15 or 20 minute fight. This is the bulk of the run right here, because you don't really get many opportunities to hit him an extra time on a pass. Unless he runs at you and you do the jump to force a throw, sometimes you get a little bit of space and you can hit him twice. Like that. That was really tight, though. Nope, this is actually challenge number 4 tonight. We had last one standing, we had no map, this, and no moving left. Oh, enjoy the alert thumper? Oh, that might have just been emotes, but if it is, enjoy the lurk. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, that cabin fight to the death is no jumping, is sadness and misery. Whoa, settle down there, buddy. So here, when he's getting really aggressive there, you want to jump half, like partway over his head and then turn back around. I don't know exactly why it works, but I've had a lot of success breaking him out of the bad pattern and getting him to do the back off and throw again. Like here, he's angry. He's still angry. There we go. Now he backed away. It depends on how quickly this one finishes. I think there should be time for a possible 5th challenge. Hopefully it's not going to give me something like God Run or no jumping after this, because I have to get up for work at 4:30. But I mean, it'll probably be maybe 9:15. I think there should, if it's about 9:15, we should have time for another spin. Jason is a cute dog name. I mean, there are 2 bushes in the background here on the screen right there. Perfect places to hide and observe. Watching Chrissy somehow jump higher than Jason. We actually do have a new challenge that I just added a couple weeks ago, playing a run with the NES Advantage. I wish I had an input display that had the NES Advantage. Forgot to jump there. But basically, then if I plug in the NES Advantage, the input display won't work for the rest of the stream, but that's fine. it's really weird to be, with the NES Advantage, it's so weird to be playing the game normally, but still being in danger of dying just because I don't have the same level of precision that I'm used to with a controller. Let's see, we've been going for 5 minutes now. I do feel bad for those 5 kids that had to go, but the challenge takes priority. In most cases, I try to avoid letting any of them get bounced to death. I was never good with Ninja Smoke, but I was decent with Cyborg Smoke. I always did his teleport punch into the, what do you call it, the hook thing like Scorpion has. I played Nightwolf a lot, Raiden, Unmasked, Unmasked Sub-Zero. Oh, I think I have one of those somewhere. That would be interesting to try. Spear, that's it. I really wish the flight stick like the little NES flight stick I had the right number, has the right number of buttons, because that would be really interesting to do with this. And I'm guessing that's more for like your shoot 'em ups and your scrolling shooters and stuff. Okay, we're on 6 minutes of this. No missed hits would be fun. I love the Deadeye. That one makes usually cabin fights are just, I avoid them because they're boring. But in that one, cabin fights can be so risky. Like if you do a day 3 cabin fight, you basically have to do long dodges because you can't guarantee that you're not going to screw up the hit on as he backs up. Like, you also have to be careful that you don't throw too many extra torches and have him run away on a path fight. Like, if you use a vitamin, the game doesn't let you hit him, so your torch goes right through him before he's dead, so that I don't count as a miss. Also don't count it as a miss when he's dead after he's flickering. Stone only is probably what I'm gonna see next. And we're gonna have to do that one in a speedrun style too, because I don't want to take I don't know if I have another full hour before I have to actually get to sleep. I do have a power glove, but I don't think it works. When I bought it at one of the retro shops in the area, and they had just got it on a trade, and it wasn't even on their shelf yet. And I was like, "Oh, you got a power glove?" He's like, "Yeah, we haven't been able to test it yet. We don't think it works." I'm like, "Well, if you can test that and let me know, I will happily buy it." It's like, "Are you sure it doesn't work? We don't think it works." Like, there was something the guy that sold it to him said that made him think it wasn't gonna work. I was like, "I don't care. I just want one to have it." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, we won't bother testing it then." Well, and he gave it to me for I think I got it for like 25 bucks. It was really heavily discounted. So I've got a likely non-functioning power glove sitting a couple feet to my right here. Yeah, that's what I had on my original thumbnail for this. It was all the counselors frown. I made the mugshots frown, and it said, "Why won't he die?" That was really long ago, though. Yeah, the harpoon chain thing it's such a cool little thing to have. Like, such a cool little design that they had for that. still remember when the local Pizza Hut here, when Mortal Kombat was new, they had a Mortal Kombat machine there. And we'd go there, I'd order my pizzas for Book It, and then while it was cooking, I'd be like, hey, can I go play the arcade games? And my parents had no idea what was over there. So I'd go, I didn't know what I was doing, so I'd just do high punches and uppercuts, and the blood would fly everywhere. And then I'd die really badly because I was terrible. I mean, what I should do, I really should organize the shelves behind me because there's so much space there. And I could put the Power Glove right on that shelf. That is true. I've never actually even... I don't think I've seen a Power Glove actually being used before. It was just one of those things back when I was trying to get all the peripherals and everything. I was like, ooh, I need to have one of these. I really wish the power pad could be used as a normal controller. Like, I would have loved to play this on a power pad, but apparently that only works with specific games and you can't really remap buttons that way. At least from what I was told by one of the guys that owns a different retro store. Book It is how my parents got me to read as a kid. Then I ended up, when I was, like, before I turned 10, I was reading the Boxcar Children. Those mysteries were my jam. And then when I got to be, like, 10 or 11, I skipped Goosebumps, went right into Fear Street. Still have probably 40 Boxcar Children books and maybe 50 Fear Streets in a box down here. Was hoping I'd get the kids to read those, but neither of them have any interest at all. Holy crap. Hey all, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the bucket bits. Much appreciated. Aside from the bucket part, we like spoons. Power pad for a beanbag toss. Why'd I do 2 hits there? That was dumb. Yeah, like my wife's were looking to get a giant floor-to-ceiling bookshelf built into the wall in our living room. One of my wife's really good friends, her boyfriend is a contractor, and he's coming over on Saturday to talk to us about that and give us an estimate on it. So that's very exciting. Okay, we're in minute 13 of this fight now. Still haven't had to use a vitamin. And I was nervous about that. 50. Oh, you've been counting. Thank you, Kyoto. I had no idea how close. So geez, only 4/5 of the way there. This would have been territory where if I didn't make a big oops and failed to get the sweater, we could have just mashed. I had a couple Goosebumps books. There was one about a kid that had a mirror that in his attic that like brought out an evil version of you, like your reflection. I had 2 other ones, but I can't remember what they were called. Oh, you can immortal him as many times as you want. I should actually do that one of these days, like get myself fully geared up and see just how long I can, like how many times in a row I could keep him immortal. But not tonight. That would be, maybe I should do like dedicate, well, I don't know, I don't know how interesting that stream would be. Like, I don't know how exciting it is to just watch me jump back and forth over his head a bunch of times like this. Like, it's hard to keep up with chat and everything because I don't want to look away too much. Because then we get everything starts to snowball. I remember hearing about my teachers in Alien. Yeah, it'd basically be like the ultimate endurance run to see just how long I could go, like how many times I could make him immortal before he killed me. All right, 15 minutes. Usually we end with we either start or end with Immortal. I mean, what I could do, and I'm already hating myself for thinking of this, is I could keep one counselor with one counselor with rocks, give one person the torch, use the torch to make Jason immortal on day 3, then once he's immortal, switch to the person with the rocks and see if I can beat him with the rock counselor. And this entire run, start to finish with torches, is 864 hits. With that, we'd be looking at like 1,250. Let's pull up a calculator quick. Just because math is hard. 1,280 rocks if he was immortal and I was using stones. So that'd be like 1.5 times this full day, this full run. Like, I could try to get that person the sweater, I could have them pass the torch off, get all the vitamins I could find, and then see how it goes. That would, why am I doing this? That is a terrible idea. And I'm probably gonna end up trying it next week, just because. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. Talent? Kyoto? Thanks for the GGs, Pops. That could be what it gives us next. It's 9:09. I am gonna do another spin here. Where's my controller? Alright, no cabin, that's fine. Thanks for the GG's, Brawley. So we can do no cabin. No cabin is doable. I mean, technically, I did this wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna take my reset here. Yeah, fail, reset. I did it wrong. Because I would have had to be running around on the paths for an hour. Who's he attacking? Okay, bottom middle. Now this way, I want to get him into a fight to the death right away. Alright, so he's attacking Debbie. So now all I have to do is get Chrissy a knife. And then it's gonna be similar to the last one, only it's 120 hits instead of 256. Well, for the kids, we just if he attacks any kids, we just let him go. Unfortunately, we cannot help the kids. One nice thing about this is I don't need to worry about downgrading my knife, downgrading to a worse weapon. There's my vitamins. Alright, he was in the bottom middle. Yeah, like if he attacks the kids, we just let him attack the kids. Alright, if I can get over there quickly enough. Ooh. Alright, good, caught him. Okay. So now we have 118 hits left. Got some vitamins. Oh yeah, if I get down to 5, but with the way I have this set up, I won't get down to that many. Nope, no rabbit stew. Why? Jason! I think usually Ted likes to cook hot dogs. Well, I think was it? I thought I remembered seeing a rabbit in a trap in one of the movies, like in maybe the 2009 movie. But that could have been just like something my brain's invented. I'm glad I got all those extra vitamins, because that was absolutely pathetic. Just like 6, well not 6, like I think 3 or 4 Jason hugs. That was 1 bar of health. That was bad. I jumped right on that axe. Treating it like it's a chair. No, that's the wrong direction. You gotta throw the knives at Jason. 2, 3, 1. This seems to be going relatively well. Aside from the whole part where I jumped on the axe and gave lots of Jason hugs. 2, 3. A 6-hit pass, that's beautiful. Granted, the next pass is a 1-hitter. Come on, hurry up. Should not have done that 4th hit. Alright, you can go, you can end this anytime, Jason. I feel like we gotta be close now. There we go. That's it, that was part 3, that's right. I'm really hoping the new Friday game is gonna be... I mean, if they just did a reskin, or even just a re-release of the 2017 game, I'd be so happy. I love the 2017 game. Played it every night for the first 6 weeks, first 6 months it was released. And I was on the closed beta. Alright. Kirsty's way over there. So, I mean, maybe we can make it before Jason gets the kids. What I'd like to do is somehow kill enough zombies here where I can get a machete. That machete takes 24 hits off. No, wait. That can't be right. 96. No, it is, that's right. My math was off. Take 32 hits off. Wait, why am I not grabbing the vitamin here? I need zombies. Yep, I always chose to play as counselors on the 2017 game. I thought it was more fun to be a counselor getting chased by Jason. That was not what I was expecting. Should have let the zombie let me know he was there. Alright, 117 to go. At least after this, that's not good. After this one, I can just stand there killing zombies while he's going after the kids, and hopefully that'll be enough to maybe get that elusive machete. Because you need to go into a cabin to get everything else. Like, I need to go into the cabin to get an axe. Need to go into the cabin to get a torch. Technically, in the cave is not a cabin, so I could go and get a machete from Jason's mom, but nah. Same reason I'm not going to get the pitchfork from her on day 3. Whoops. No, no, no. You gotta throw it at him. How many knives have I just thrown into the abyss? Like that, there, did it again. Oh boy. Yeah, the 2017 game actually even has a retro Jason skin, which is really cool. Love seeing the purple and teal. I know Jason X gets a bad reputation, but I love that movie. It was so entertaining. It wasn't, I wouldn't call it good, but I enjoyed it a lot. One, two, three. I gotta stop throwing knives off to the side. Every time I do that, I'm losing sleep tonight. By the time this is done, it'll probably be 7 hours before I have to get up. 2, 3, boom. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have done that. He's mad now. Oh wait, no, he's fine. This is okay. Okay, this is almost... We have to be almost done now. Getting a lot of 3-hit passes here. There we go. One more day. I watched, what, I don't think it was a Friday the 13th. I think I watched the one where they finally did Halloween 3. Yeah, Jason X has my favorite kill. Adrian's dry ice kill. Janessa's kill was great. Ooh, this is a good spot to start. I accidentally went up into that cabin. I don't know why I did that. It didn't do anything for me. No idea why I went up into the cabin. I have absolutely no clue. But even though this is technically a failure, because I already did the one round, we'll finish this out anyway. And we'll grab this. These machete. Rats. Alright, 116, 115. 112, 11, 10. Oh, that's awesome. So Joe Bob is kind of like a family thing then. I wish I could get someone else in the house here to watch horror movies. I already lost count. Like, technically, I probably don't even need to be playing this out, because I did officially, that accidental trip into the cabin failed the second attempt, but I also don't like to, I like to end the night on finishing something. So we'll still get to the end screen here, we'll still finish there. Why did I do that? That's why you don't hit him twice. He gets a little bit too aggressive. It's not like it's that big of a deal. If Chrissy dies here, we've still got Mark as a backup. Even if I can't grab a knife with him, I can just wait on the other side of the lake. Finish it with stones. Why did I do that? Oh, sweet. Okay, so we're about a fourth of the way there. This has been like the night of the fight to the death on a path. So much jumping. If he does the thing where he charges and I can jump over his head, I might be able to sneak in an extra hit. But right now, I don't want to break him out of the go. There we go. Nope, did not have the space that time. I mean, if he's doing this, if he's doing the thing where he backs away, that's really easy to avoid. You just keep running to the side, jump when the axe goes over, get to the corner, and repeat. It's when he does things other than that that you have to actually think. Hey, Decents, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Laundry, for me, laundry is Saturday or Sunday, whichever day we're at home. Takes so long. If they had like a dryer that would dry and then fold and sort laundry, I would pay a lot of money. Well, I wouldn't because we couldn't afford it, but I would want one of those really badly because I hate. It's the folding and sorting that I don't like. Well, the sorting isn't even so bad. The big problem is that the kids, every piece of clothing they have is inside out. So I either have, before I put them in the wash, I either have to fix that or I have to do it while I'm like folding and sorting after it's in the dryer. There's no win. One. Okay. I'd say we're probably a little under half. Which is good, because I really need to move around a little bit. This chair is getting wildly uncomfortable. Ow. 53? Oh, okay, so yeah, we are a little over half. Still got a couple vitamins, too, just in case. Now, it's not like I can't swap to Mark, and if I get stuck using rocks, I can still finish this with rocks. But it's nice, every 4 hits is 5 less rocks that Mark would have to throw. So while the knife isn't great, it's still gonna do the job quicker than the rocks would. Having a person in the dryer? Yeah, that's not something you'd want to see. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Could have actually hit him twice there. I was a little worried. We had the potential start of a snowball there where Jason just gets in a bunch of hits before I can get him back to normal. I wish they'd make a Jason versus Freddy 2. I love the first one. I mean, it gave me all I really wanted to see. I wanted to see Jason and Freddy in the same movie, and I wanted it to not be completely cringe. And I felt like they did the job right. They gave me what I was hoping to see with that, at least. I can't speak for anyone else. But it did what I wanted it to. Oh boy. There we go. Almost went for 2 hits there. That could have been bad. Alright, I'm guessing we're probably down into the 20 to 30 range now. I just wish, I mean, Ken Kersinger did fine as Jason, but I really wanted to see Kane Hodder there. I want Kane Hodder and Robert Englund. Alright, Jason, let's just finish this, start doing your whole flickering thing. You're done. You have not succeeded tonight. The failure for this no cabin was on me. Because because I forgot what I was doing in the first run, had to waste one of my... Well, that's probably for the best. If I would have had to restart this one on day 3, that would have been really long and really late, and then I wouldn't have got to sleep.